Hey everyone, it's Scott here from Remax East Coast Elite Realty, and welcome to this week's episode of Hometown Proud. We're mixing it up a little bit this week as promised. As you can see in the background, the big fiddle here, right back to where it all began, back before Christmas when we first got this idea. And thanks to my videographer that came up with this idea, Andrew Kelly from Same as Forever. Big, huge shout out, big, huge thank you. This has been a huge blast, a terrific amount of fun, and hard to believe we're over halfway through what we set out to do. Couldn't even remember all the episodes that we've done, but we've completed 14 so far, and just wanted to talk to you a little bit about that today. And so I just want to take a little moment to recap where we've been, I guess, and where we think we're headed, and thank everyone for all the support and watching all this. In fact, when I was driving out here to do this today, I got thinking, trying to count up in my head all the episodes that we've done to date, and I could think of them sporadically here and there, but since my memory's not all that great, I actually did a little cheat sheet. And for anybody that hasn't watched any of these and you want a little history on it, if you want to go in sequence from 1 up until now, and we've actually completed 14 episodes. And we started our very first episode talking to Trent and Tyler up at the Big Fiddle Still, and anybody that's familiar with Harvey is probably familiar with these guys. And that's sort of where it all came to life. And then we sat around there and brainstormed a little bit and threw some names around, and as you're doing that, lots of suggestions pop up. So we started carrying on. The second one we did was actually the Macadam train station, and we hit that right in time for Christmas. So I know nobody wants to think about snow right now when we're sitting here in 27 to 30 degree weather, but kind of a cool video to go back and watch. Number 3 was Briggs and Little Woolen Mill. We went out there. Again, another amazing piece of history in and around the Harvey area. Number 4, we went to, of course, the Harvey Volunteer Fire Department, sat down, had a chat with a couple great gents from that spot. Then we moved on, mixed it up a little bit, and threw a little political thing in there. It wasn't designed to be that way, that's just a joke. But we sat down and had a chat with the mayor of Harvey. Found out a lot about the Harvey rural community from that one. Anybody that needs to know anything pertaining to such, that's a really cool one to watch. And then we went on to interview Southwest Surveys, another local land surveying company right here, and had an awesome experience learning a lot of stuff there. And then we really mixed it up when the snow was on the ground, and we went out to we jumped outside the village of Harvey a little bit, actually get out into Macadam, one of our neighboring communities, and we talked to the folks at Thunder and Lightning Motorsports, and really cool way to mix it up, sort of midway through that. And then came Harvey High School, sitting down having a chat with the new principal out there at the high school, and that was a little walk down memory lane. Sure made me feel my age out there. After that, we went to Watson's Home Hardware. Everybody would be familiar with it around here. I guess it's Watson's Building Supplies, but it's Watson's Home Hardware. So got all the great history on that. And then we had a little bit of fun at another local company, Off Grid Ales, and we were able to sat down and have a chat with the owners there and even sample a little bit of their fine product. Next, we went out to Little's Lumber, and that is now owned by Marwood, and we sat down and had a talk with the past owner of that place. Truly amazing and inspiring one there for sure. Again, wanted to mix it up a little bit right in the heat of summer. This was in May. Race season is starting. For any race fans, we went and seen Logan's race team, see what it's like to go racing, and that was a recent one. And then one of the most humbling episodes that we did, and not to cherry pick anybody out of this list, but just a really personally, truly humbling episode was Lakeland Industries in Macadam. And if anybody's not familiar with who those folks are and what they do out there and the people that they employ, I highly encourage you to take a look at that episode. It was really cool. And then of course, the last one we just released was the Harvey Stations Lions Club. We sat down and did that one. That was the last one. So we're moving along at great progress here, I guess, making great progress. We had initially wanted to release, a year's worth of these, every 2 weeks. It is challenging sometime, especially given the summer season that we're into now. Like I said, with school out, people are on vacation, kind of hard to orchestrate everything sometimes. So we thought this would be a good time just to stop and let me rattle on for a couple minutes and recap what we've done. But we do have some really cool interviews lined up and some cool businesses to highlight that are on board with all this. We're just a matter of orchestrating the time, getting the time frame set. So not going to give anything away just yet. It's kind of nice to keep these preview releases as a little bit of surprise to people, I think, but can give you a couple little hints maybe if you're interested in wood and some carving. That probably gave it away, but that's keep doing. That's probably the next one coming up that you're going to see. And who knows, we probably might end up back in Macadam again sometime in the near future as well. There's a couple more ideas we have for out there, but again, this is a huge amount of fun. The whole process has been humbling for me, having been a Harvey boy growing up here. It's just very incredible the amount of support that has been shown to us through this, and I'm learning so much. We're having so much fun talking to people and businesses right here in the in the Harvey rural community, in the general area, that they get so easily overlooked sometime, and hopefully we're able to provide somewhat of a stage for some of those people to highlight who they are and what they do. Excuse me, they often go unnoticed sometimes. So anyways, once again, we really thank everybody for tuning in and watching this. Stay tuned, we're going to get back at it here, get another episode out for you. Carry on, we're going to go to the end of the year, and who knows where this might go. Like I said, we're having a blast with it. And thank you to everyone who has let me do this so far. Thank you to everyone that's watching, continues to watch, and to those that have reached out and are on the wait list to get this done. Be patient, we're coming your way. And once again, if you have any ideas or suggestions, tips, feel free to shoot me a message, contact me anytime. I'm always available and happy to help. Thanks for watching, see you soon.